Folks, David is coming back. He's making a comeback. He has just announced the rollout for his new album. And I haven't got to tell you people, everyone's going to be very, very upset about this. There is a crazy controversy coming, and it is official. David is actually rolling out his album. He is making his return to music. He's making a comeback. It's disgusting. It's despicable. And he is about to cash in on this despicable murder of Celeste Rivas. Rest in peace to her. We just want justice for her. And I'm not going to lie to you people. I don't think it's a coincidence that he's rolling out his album just before about 4 or 5 days of preliminary hearings where we're going to start to hear some of the most despicable and disgusting evidence in this case. We're about to hear the truth. We're about to get the grand jury testimonies, and this clown is going to muddy the waters by releasing a deluxe album. For shame, it's despicable. I'm going to explain everything to you in this video, and you're not going to believe how shameless this... I was going to call him the C word, but we're going to keep it fresh on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? This guy is such a piece of dirt. Anyway, all right. So his Withered album, all right? His Withered album. Now, if you've watched the channel for a while, you'll know all the backstory, okay? This album released 2 days after the alleged murder of Celeste. 2 days after, all right? His iconography is all these white roses covered in blood. To me, that represents the virginity that he took. Disgusting. And the album is called Withered, which represents the rotting of a corpse in his Tesla, okay? Not corpse. Rest in peace to Celeste, okay? I'm getting carried away here because it's just, I'm so actually blinded by rage that I've just found out that this absolute dirtbag is going to release an album. So this was his one and only studio album, okay? It was released 2 days after the alleged murder, all right? His debut single, Romantic Homicide, was massive. He signed with Darkroom and Interscope Records. If these guys are making money off this deluxe, they should be ashamed of themselves, and they should be sued to high heavens, okay? You can't make money off of a murder. You can't commit the murder and make money off of it. You can do quality reporting on a murder. I can keep you guys up to date. We can all do our part to keep Celeste's name alive. We can all do our part to dig through the evidence, but you can't commit the murder and make money off it. If you watch the Sammy the Bull documentary that I just did, $400,000 from his book where he talked about murdering 19 people for the mafia and then he snitched and got away with it. They took a whole bunch of money from him. Okay, O.J. Simpson, when he wrote the book, If I Did It, the families of the victims got a lot of that money. This guy cannot be allowed to make a whole bunch of money off of releasing a deluxe the week that we find out exactly what he did. It can't be allowed, okay? So this dropped on April 25th, 2025, all right? It was what it was. It did well at the time. We didn't know that he had murdered a little girl at the time, 2 days before this dropped. Now, they plan to release a deluxe, the Withered Deluxe Marcescence. Okay, this was scrapped. David's deluxe album was shelved. The tour was scrapped as investigation into body found in car continues. This is September 19th. This is before, I believe, the body was identified. But back then, they said the deluxe edition of Withered would not be released as planned. All right? They're investigating the body of a decomposing teenager in his car. Didn't know it was his girlfriend at the time. He was doing a couple of shots. He was trying to keep it going, this dirtbag. And now he's been arrested for the murder. He's going to try and keep it going even more. So I'm going to tell you everything that's going on, okay? Because this was all planned. This was what it was going to be. Marcescence and a different cover was going to have bonus tracks. He's the Pied Piper singing his songs with these minors, these teens, these kids following along. And it does look a bit like one of them's got a severed arm if you look at it closely. Go and watch all the old videos that I did about this if you want to know more of the iconography. But basically, 3 days ago, people in the various David subreddits started to notice something. His Spotify bio and the banner had been updated. His bio had been changed to Marcescence, and they've been changed to this image. Quite a flattering image of him, if you ask me. It says, Marcescence was a planned David album scheduled to be released in September 19th, but it got cancelled. Is someone connected to David planning to release Marcescence? I wonder if it was scheduled to change on a certain day. I don't know if that's possible for Spotify. It's not for banner, profile picture, and bio, so he could schedule the bio change, but not the banner change. It's literally not possible. His team are cooking. They're cooking. They're loading up the money counter machine. All right? It's long after when Marcescence was supposed to release. Doesn't make sense that this would be a thing he's scheduled to change. It was rumored a leaked album was supposed to release in July 2026, but that wasn't Marcescence. It was a different project. Is someone from the inside going to release the deluxe for him? Disgusting. Robert, is that you? Josh, is that you? Lane, is that you? You should be ashamed of yourselves. So Since he was signed, there's a good chance an intern at the record label is controlling things. People are saying, oh, he got dropped from his record label, so he's under his own label. People have been trying to work this out for days. The label's no longer listed under all of his music. It's now being released under his own label called David ENT LLC, not Interscope, right? They dropped him. So this is bizarre, right? It says if David gets sentenced and his label actually really did drop him, he's now a free agent. He can drop whenever he wants. So they'll probably drop this album and any other song to keep his career afloat. But who knows if he has any rights to OG songs he did for the label. It's very, very interesting. People are saying, so for a long time, people were thinking he was hacked. This has been going on for 3 days now. All right, I've been keeping tabs on this and I was waiting because I was thinking maybe it was hacked. Someone probably got into his Spotify account and changed it. That's relatively easy to do. He was hacked. Yeah, he was probably hacked. 3 days ago, mysterious updates to his Spotify. Brand new canvases to withered songs that were non-singles. All right. Brand new David headshot in his Spotify artist bio. It's very strange the timing of this because this was manually done by someone with access to his Spotify for artist account because Interscope dropped David. It's just random and eerie. They're about to have the preliminary hearing. We're about to find out exactly what disgusting shit this guy was on. We're about to find out what them grand jury testimonies said. He is trying to muddy the waters, people. People saying his people, like his mum and his dad, have probably hired someone to manage his stuff. It's just a refresh. He 100% made a bunch of music when he was hiding out. He's probably going to drop it after the trial. During the trial, I think. Anything to deflect that he groomed and murdered Celeste. That's what I think is going on. Also, his mum used to be his manager, and she's probably doing a lot of this from the comfort of her house. She's a bit strange. People saying it could be automated. Some 2026 Atami music. I can't find reference. What are you talking about? Seems the same. Seems like it was. Seems the same. No, it does not seem the same. It's different. This is different. All right. So people noticed. People were working this out. Right. They were working it out. They were working it out day by day. Now, 2 days ago, David's bio on Spotify was updated from withered to Marcescence. What's going on, man? What's going on, man? Pictures changing. The picture changed afterwards. But people notice it says Marcescence. What's going on is that people, presumably some family members or whoever they hired, are managing his music. People saying, I say it's his fuck-ass brother. That got downvoted to high heavens, but I'll tell you later on why that might not be untrue, perhaps, maybe in some people's opinion, allegedly. Okay? Allegedly. People saying, what does that mean? That was the title of his album scheduled to drop around the time Celeste's body was discovered. It likely means somebody is dropping the album for him. The cover art for Always Love also changed. Artwork reminds me of his court appearance drawings. Right? His team want to make money. They want to cash in. Because this trial's about to be the biggest thing in the world. Right? This is going to be the biggest thing in entertainment media. We're going to be down there reporting on the trial. It's going to be insane. Either he got hacked or it's his management who did that. Says, okay, I know that's the name of his deluxe that he was supposed to release around that time that he got locked up. So is it confirmed that this was recent? How do you know the date that it was last updated? People don't know. People saying, to be honest, I don't think he did this. At the same time, you very well could have. It's logically a stupid move to post the album with incriminating songs on it. But on the other hand, he already posted promo showing the songs were going to be on it. For him to remove certain songs, that's a red flag. He's an idiot who needs money, so he has no choice. But he very well could have orchestrated this release just for the money. I think he did it for the money, and I think he needs the money for his legal bills. Okay, they're going to do posthumous albums while he's in jail. That, I think, is what's happening. So, okay, wasn't just the display picture, wasn't just the bio. Backgrounds for other songs were changing their artwork, as we saw in that comment. Okay, the background for his song Always Love was updated on Spotify. Now shows the Marcescence Deluxe album cover, which connects directly to the other changes made on David's Spotify page. Okay. People saying, I said this on the sub earlier, but this is all really interesting. Somebody must be updating his page from the inside. It wouldn't be auto-updating today when the deluxe album Marcescence was supposed to release all the way back in September. I'm really curious if he's going to have someone release this deluxe, but most of the songs on that album are collaborations with other artists like Malcolm Todd, Julia Wolf. No way they'd want their names associated with David. I don't see how he'd release the album. And people saying, I've seen most of the songs with featured had solo versions leaked around the same time. Bear in mind, he was a free man for 7 months, and we were fully aware he was making music. Not impossible he remade the deluxe in that time. He might have new songs talking about what was going on. He might be defending himself. So it's very true. Most of these solo versions were really just unfinished. They do exist, right? He was saying the artwork looks like a courtroom sketch. What a troll. So not just that. Now, then the header image changed. I just showed you this, right? I noticed this. This is the beach from Marcescence. It's also the beach from his Finsta account, all right? That was taking pictures around the time he was allegedly hanging with Celeste. It's very interesting. This is his Finsta. And this is January the 2nd, 2025. We know you were with her. We know you were with her around this time. The same camera that took these pictures You was with her. This is new. Listen, we know you was all hanging out together. All right. The jig is up, David. All right. Says they're really betting on him getting free. LMAO. All right. They're saying a handful of immature fans are going to let this slide. I'm just gonna breeze through some of this. I don't want to waste too much time with people's silly comments. But as you can see, the header image changed. We've noticed, okay? Now we're in the last 24 hours. More updates are coming. They're slowly changing things. They're switching things up. They're lining it up. And I'm going to give you the release date in a minute because that came out next. Okay? That came out next. These artworks for the songs are changing. You look at it on mobile, it's changing, okay? Some people still kept hoping. They were saying, no, he's hacked. This is 13 hours ago. I'm fairly confident David's Spotify profile is hacked. I might be late to this post, and other people might have caught onto this too. I haven't seen it yet, but anyway, David's profile picture, banner, and multiple other aspects of his profile have been changed, leading people to believe a Withered Deluxe album is dropping soon. I'm pretty sure this is David's artist profile being hacked. However, all the changes have been made to his profile are changes that can be easily made by someone logged into the artist profile. Along with that, I haven't been able to find changes on his profile on other streaming services. For example, nothing's changed on Apple Music as far as I can tell, and Spotify profiles being hacked isn't a new thing either. It's happened to Juice WRLD before. Okay? Says, yeah, I was realizing that if his team was really dropping, they would have made changes to his YouTube channel. People saying, I'm fairly confident this isn't a hacker. New artwork for his new profile banner. Even the old album cover with the sketch of him and 3 people on the beach was edited. Now the 3 people are gone from the picture. It's just the sketch of him. Tell me, why would a hacker go out of their way to make changes? Why? What, a hacker's going to Photoshop the incriminating, embarrassing stuff out of the album cover and change it? No chance. He doesn't belong to any big label anymore. Interscope silently dropped him months ago, and all of his music's listed under his own little label called David ENT LLC. It's more possible that his family's in charge of the account, hence Apple Music removing much of the feature songs as they can. YouTube demonetized him months ago, so they won't be making changes to those profiles because there's no or less income there, while Spotify is still boosting his income. People saying, not going to lie, I don't think a David fan or a hacker or a David hater would go out of their way to make multiple new animated artwork for songs and even a new album cover. I think it's probably going to drop. And this happens, so we'll see other platforms update as well. People saying that it's dead in the water, but here's the thing, right? Now, they're saying every song by David has an animated artwork. He's updated the whole catalogue. I don't know if a hacker would hop in there and update the old catalogue. The whole catalogue, the entire catalogue. They're updating it because they're planning a big release. David's Deluxe is coming out. Updated artwork. All of the songs, all right? Boom. Proof. I found this on a YouTube post. I don't know if it's real. Mars Essence has been scheduled to go live on July the 17th, 2026. It's coming. They're now saying on Reddit, it's 100% releasing soon. We've seen enough. His bio's changed. Everything's changed. Spotify's changed. All the backgrounds have changed. Okay, people are still saying hacked for a little bit. Okay, but it is happening. Okay, it's July 17th. He is apparently returning to music. July 17th. It's coming. It's official. Now it's on his YouTube and his Spotify's been updated. Now they're saying he's going triple cardboard. I'm not sure that's true. I think people are going to tune in, especially if he's got new songs talking about the case. It's disgusting, but this is happening. So this makes my stomach sink. Like, why does this loser have a platform? What the F? People saying, well, why does R. Kelly and P. Diddy, etc.? Says his deal is basically for distro only, so he owns all of his music. He has either his brother or his friend running his account. I hope it's not Caleb, man. Sure hope it's not Caleb. It's going to be bad. It said, if this is real, I had a feeling that he really thinks he's edgy and quirky to release that damn album. They're saying going to lose all hope on this generation if this MF gets back to 30 million listeners. I already know that idiots on TikTok are going to try and make a soundbite with one of the songs. People saying, what website is this? It was supposed to come out last summer. It was supposed to come out September 19th. It didn't because Celeste was found. And it looks like they're getting ready to release it. People say, I didn't really see that coming. I didn't see it coming. I am actually in shock that this guy has the gall to do this. Says, ugh. And you already know people are going to be tuning in. The album will be popular and everyone will forget and stop caring about the murder case surrounding him. It's happened with so many other artists. People just do not care. This is crazy because it's going to be the week before his hearing and we're going to find everything out. And he's looked happy in the last 2 court hearings that I've been to. He looked chilled. He looked laid back. All right. It is ridiculous, okay? So it's rolling out on his YouTube Music, okay? It looks like it is happening. The update for the background with all of the animated figures that were sus have been removed. This now resembles the exact image that was on his Instagram with a little bit of editing. He took out of the little cover art people that were animated on there, and now it's this. That is being updated everywhere, including YouTube, okay? People saying, how does he have 80 million monthly listeners? He has 80 million monthly listeners on YouTube. That is fucked. That's fucked. I can't believe that. It's horrible. July 17th, right? It's coming on July 17th. I cannot believe this. This man has no shame. It's official. 17th of July, David's dropping. Cannot believe it. This is unbelievable to me. Insane. This is insane. This is insane. In the most unbiased way possible, technically speaking, if that thumbnail is part of the video releasing with the lyricism of the song, it feels like a major setup from someone for public backlash towards him. It's somebody who knows his music logins for uploading songs doing this. Whoever's doing this might actually get in trouble for defamation, but maybe they aren't actually releasing the deluxe per his wishes under the ENT cap. All right? This is happening. I think he's gonna muddy the waters. Insane. All right? Insane. How did you screenshot this? Disgusting. This fool is cocky beyond belief. Right? It's crazy. So this has made its way around all the subreddits. This is the Celeste subreddit reacting to some of these changes. And, you know, people are saying they think his family have hired someone to manage his music. People saying stop posting the same thing. So it's not just that. Spotify, YouTube, apparently the vinyls are coming. All right? Apparently they're listed. I found this website while looking for information on the deluxe. Looks pretty legit, even has snippets of all the songs, but I have no idea. Now, this is the old cover art. I wonder if they got vinyls pressed up and they're going to still try and move them. Said he must be running out of money to pay his lawyers. Word, or trying to get bail money due to his labels dropping him. His music isn't that good for him to still be trying. The album is real, but this is a bootleg of it being sold. This album was never released. It isn't an official release. It's just an album that's been leaked forever now. Also, he gets no money from this. Like I said, it's a bootleg being sold. The album never released and probably never will. Could be a bootleg. It does look official, but yeah, it's not looking like, oh, coming on the 17th. You can put CD as well. Estimated dispatch, 31st of July. Estimated dispatch, 13th of August. That makes me think it's real, to be honest with you folks. 31st, so it's dropping on the 17th, and then what, you got 2 weeks to ship it to me? 13th of August? Is this like some indie organization where you can get your album pressed up? Like, I don't know. I think this is looking official to me. People saying it's used for fan-made projects. Fan-made through Elastic Stage, which allows you to custom individual copies of your album. Fan-made vinyl leak the album. How do we know that David's not set that up so that he can get a little cheeky backdoor sales of his album? Everyone's saying it's him that made the vinyl. It was made by one of my friends on a Discord server, not him. All the money goes towards my friend, not David. And yes, if you bought it, the vinyl would be delivered to your door. Do we believe that, though? Do we believe that? What's Big Mycologist got? They got a negative comment karma. I don't know if we believe in Big Mycologist. What they got going on. Hopefully they don't have anything dodgy on their account. They're keeping their posts hidden. Hey, they're keeping their posts hidden. So a lot of people are saying that David is apparently going broke. He's desperate for money for his defense. He might drop the album to make money for his defense. That could be what's going on here, right? Who knows? Okay. Listen, the viral's fan-made. Are you sure the songs aren't owned by Interscope? He might be independent now. I'm not certain he's allowed to put out tracks that are unreleased while he was still signed. Beyond that, he would need the individual producers of the tracks to give him clearance. This is the thing, all right? If the original album was released under Interscope, it's hard to believe that he would be allowed to release a deluxe with some of the original songs. But maybe there's like a smart way that you can do it where it's like if you release 5 new songs, you can batch them together and you're not messing with the original rights. Or maybe they just gave him all of his shit back and said, you a child murderer. You a chomo, bro. Take them rights. Take them masters. Like, you can just go do whatever you want. We don't want nothing to do with you. Between his brother Caleb rebooting his own music career 2 weeks ago after virtue signaling early retirement before that, and now this shit with David Spotify, what the F? Stop mentioning Caleb, you weirdo. Yes, the Caleb Defense Squad. You Caleb, stop mentioning weirdo. The Caleb Defense Squad is just always just like bizarrely outside. There's nothing about Caleb's artistic viewpoint that's similar to his bros. Oopsie doodle. It's a bit suspicious, isn't it? Because it's around this same time that David's announcing his album that Caleb brought his offensive sex song right back on cue. Today, why relevant? Because he was groomed to be David too. Not the subreddit, but the person. All right? They saying that these posts were a little bit suspicious. There were a few suspicious posts going around. Caleb brought his song back. He decided now it's time to bring a song back. Maybe he's got a feature on the album. All the fanatical Caleb supporters smack of the fanatical David supporters who couldn't imagine that anyone would jump to conclusions about David after Celeste was found dead in his Tesla. Wake up! It's not normal for Caleb to be pursuing a music career, delusional or not, at this time. And this is relevant because we're seeing the making of a certainly psychologically wounded and potentially homicidally bent artist in real time who is David's brother. Good God. All right? I can guarantee you there's not a single fanatical Caleb supporter on the planet, all right? Fanatical Caleb sock puppets, the Caleb astroturfing operation that was going on in r/Dave Idiots. You know, let's just have more interviews with Caleb's friends that seem to know how he thinks and his intimate thoughts. This is the screenshot of what his last post was the day before David's last court date. The last 20 seconds of that post, Famlax and this is, I didn't know that. That's fucked. Caleb, mate. Caleb, hang it up, bro. It's really not your time. It's not your time. Something fucked up about this entire family. There's so many trash-ass people involved in the case. David seemed to surround himself with vapid, fame-hungry yes-men with zero morals or basic human decency. These vile people swarmed around and attached themselves to David like flies on a piece of shit. Hey, I can't knock the comment, man. I don't know how much you saw when you were gone, Remy. Uh-oh. Not Remy. I'm going to do another video talking about all the Remy shit that's been going on behind the scenes. I don't know how much you saw when you were gone, Remy, but anyone who expressed any sort of disdain for his brother pursuing his music career was completely shot down. People were losing their minds defending him with little or to no understanding to how it could be perceived as inappropriate. Yeah, it's wild we would try and normalize something as absolutely unusual and unprecedented as someone trying to get traction, starting a music career on the heels of their already older, famous, infamous musician sibling, murdering a minor that the younger sibling not only knew, but also may even be a material witness in the upcoming trial murder of. Remy, you on the right side of history right now, okay? I'm rocking with that. It's inappropriate, but I saw criticism of him and proof he's a murderer or evil or something because his PFP was an SFW photo of Alex Glass, but because there's NSF photos of Alex Glass, it means he's evil. A lot of it was saying, personally seen Dexter as a murderer. It goes beyond speculation. I think criticism of his music career is valid, but I don't think speculation he's a murderer or he's going to murder someone is fair. I guess they're talking about Caleb. They're saying because Caleb's got kind of dark stuff going on, it's not fair to think he's a murderer. I agree. It's just like, brother, like, it's not the time for you to try and get a bit of clout and launch a music career off your brother being a chomo and murderer. So what is the cue in reference to the stuff Asia's been posting or how he's changed his profile pictures on Spotify stuff? Also, do you think this is on purpose to get a buzz for his song? If it was me, I would just do it when he had a big court date or something. A lot less people are going to care if David releases a deluxe than any buzz from him changing his profile photos. Most posts about that on here are completely dead. Okay. Last thing I'm going to show you, right? Just to rub it in Caleb's face. Rumors going around is that David's brother's the one that announced it, allegedly, in some people's opinion. This came out of nowhere, and Big Mycologist always got something to say, right? Who's Big Mycologist with the hidden comments? Who is Big Mycologist with nothing but downvotes? His whole Reddit karma history, right? His Reddit is 11 months old, all right? And that's the type of thing David might have an interest in. His Reddit's 11 months old. He got minus 17 comment karma. And he popping up with the defensive comments. He said, yo, I just saw a message and Kova, a.k.a. David's brother, said the deluxe is dropping this Monday. It looks so real, so we may see the deluxe dropping by this Monday. How do you know? And how do you... What's David's brother? Where do you... Aye, Caleb. He didn't say anything. He literally wants nothing to do with him. Screenshot, source. Did you speak to him? Can we stop falling for these TikTok, Reddit, telephone games? No one is dropping or leaking the Withered album. Looks like it's dropping to me. Lines up with his Insta. I don't know about that, chum. Big Mycologist, bro. What you got to say? All right? Because your friend made the vinyl. Is your friend David's brother? Big Mycologist, you have something to answer for. Nothing gets by me on these Reddits, all right? Listen, all right? I'm the daddy of these Reddits, okay? Everyone saying it's him made the vinyl. That shit was made by one of my friends on a Discord server. Is your friend David's brother? Is your friend David? Big Mycologist, you want to delete this account real quick because you've been rumbled, buddy. All right, you've been rumbled. Or at least just unlist it so I can see all the other comments you've made. Is it a coincidence that the Big Mycologist account is promoting a lot of this, right? Big Mycologist, when did this change? Big Mycologist, the Withered Deluxe is 100% releasing soon. How do you know? Is this a rollout? Caleb and David, is this a rollout? Are you guys working on a rollout? Is this really what you guys are up to? Because I'm not having it, Mr. Big Mycologist, right? Okay, I'm actually not having it. I'm not feeling it. Okay, can we please stop falling for this? The rumor his brother's releasing it is making zero sense. If you look at what he said, posting a statement explaining his own hiatus from releasing music due to people thinking he was trying to use this horrific situation for marketing and clout. He's actively trying to distance himself from everything. So even if he had the album, which he doesn't, how do you know Bibliokept? How do you know Bibliokept? All right, you seem a bit more reputable, so I'm going to respect it, all right? But it says, which he doesn't, he isn't about to torpedo his own life by leaking a jailed murder suspect's music. No, you'd probably do it under a different account, right? On top of that, the label completely shelved the album and cut ties the second the charges dropped. The music is legally locked down by corporate lawyers and law enforcement. How do you know all this? Who are currently preparing to nail this effing PDF to the wall during the trials. Some of the fan base are inventing complete fan fiction at this point. The album is dead. The brother isn't leaking anything. It's not coming out, and neither is Burke. Let's let the actual court trial play out. Listen, let's find out. Let's find out. So they saying his brother, who openly said that R words and Preds should die, said he isn't supporting him whatsoever. All right. I don't know. They're saying they found that. People are saying you're falling for old promo fan art from before the rollout got nuked. The deluxe version is completely dead in the water. Interscope and UMG permanently cancelled the release, scrubbed the entire world tour the second the criminal investigation dropped. Featured artists like Caliucci's immediately pulled their verses to distance themselves. If anyone's delusional to think this is coming out, open Spotify or Apple Music right now. But to be fair, the Apple Music isn't looking updated to me, but I don't think they've got banner images in the same way. I'm a Spotify guy. I'm not an Apple Music guy. So that's not really where I'm at with it. But, the bio is kind of different. I'm not sure that they've got the facilities to update these sorts of things. So if he is going to drop, I suppose it will just drop into here, right? But anyway, they're saying the deluxe version doesn't exist on any digital storefront. But this is this is Big Mycologist's friends, right? This is like the Big Mycologist said in another comment that this was his homie that literally set this up, right? That like he said that. I lost the comment, but he said it's one of his friends that made the vinyl, right? It goes towards my friend and not David. Is your friend So the deluxe version literally doesn't exist on any digital storefront except that one that is Big Mycologist's friends from the Discord server. And David is a master of Discord. So, all right. Okay. I'll suspend my disbelief. Okay. Physical distribution is a dead end too. Whoopsie. He has zero label infrastructure left. Any vinyl or CDs that Interscope press were recalled, ordered, and completely destroyed. But they're delivering on August the 13th. And all the money is going to this guy's friend. David, is that the smart way of doing it now? You get dropped by your label, so I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it on a fan fiction website, but I'm actually the one getting it, and I'm independent, so you can't sue me for doing it. Like, what are we doing here, folks? Has he outsmarted the whole game? Is David outsmarted the whole? David and Caleb outsmarted the whole game? I don't know. That's just, you know what I'm saying? That's just some people's opinion on here. Major platforms like Amazon and Walmart are legally blocked from shipping the product. The audio files never leak. Bootleggers can't even copy it. Looks like they can. Bootleggers can't even copy it. I'm going to pause, but I'm just going to check. Yeah, every one of these snippets plays. Every one of these, I can listen to a snippet of every single one of these songs on here. So bootleggers can't even copy it. Even a freak miracle glitch accidentally pushed the files live. Streaming platforms would scrub them in minutes. Listen to every one of these just now. Apple and Spotify automatically blacklist and suppress content. You guys know too much. Instant copyright takedowns. It wasn't very instant. They're dispatching on the 13th of August. I might order one of these just to test if it works, but then I don't want these clowns to have my address. This guy hasn't just been cancelled. He's been mercilessly, corporately erased. The music isn't government banned, but the industry is entirely blacklisted his presence. The image is a leftover mock-up from right before the entire industry ghosted him, and frankly, it's a mockery of the whole situation. No way in hell this guy's ever getting released again. Downvotes for stating facts. Reddit be weird sometimes. Why is the Spotify backdrop an edited version of the deluxe album cover that was supposed to come out, and it's exactly the same as what's on his Instagram? You guys use your own brains. You guys let me know in the comments what you think's going on. I think I just very quickly deconstructed this whole nonsense, okay? With any luck, who knows? Maybe David's team, I don't know. Maybe what's his name? Big Mycologist, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they'll go, oh shit, we fucked up. Maybe you cancel that rollout. If I can play a part in that rollout getting cancelled, that's the least that I can do, okay? So let's see. July the 17th, set your dates, all right? Set your calendars, set your alarm clocks. We're going to see if this clown really is as bold as he thinks he is, all right? I'm just going to end the video just straight up just saying, fuck David. That's it. End the video.